The core principles of Stoicism. The Stoics believed that to live a good life, one must understand two key things: the nature of the world and one's place in it, and the nature of human thought. To achieve this, they studied three main disciplines: physics, logic, and ethics. I've spent some time reflecting on how wise these thinkers were and how their ideas can help us think rationally and objectively about life. Below is my personal overview of the fundamental Stoic principles that I find most valuable and applicable to modern life. Focus on what you can control. According to the Stoics, we should direct our attention only to what is within our control and accept everything else as it is. Remain composed in the face of failure. Has someone made it impossible for you to be just, generous, reasonable, prudent, truthful, modest, and free? If not, then remember, what troubles you is not misfortune, but your reaction to it. Marcus Aurelius Meditations. One of the best ways to preserve inner peace is to avoid identifying too closely with our work, achievements, or passions. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things don't go our way. The more we do, the more we expose ourselves to the possibility of failure. But failure is not a catastrophe. It is simply a reminder of life's impermanence. Much like a ship encountering rough waters, we will inevitably face obstacles. However, each setback offers valuable lessons, allowing us to prepare better for the future and avoid repeating past mistakes. We choose how to respond. Today, I escaped anxiety. Or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my perception, not in the external world. Marcus Aurelius Meditations. Our emotions and negative thoughts are products of our own minds, and it is within our power to control them. Often, we blame external circumstances for our bad mood or failures instead of pausing, gaining perspective, and changing our response. Conflict, whether with others or ourselves, begins within us. Just as a storm starts with a gust of wind, a single thought can trigger an emotional reaction. The more we dwell on negativity, the less control we have over our actions. Later, with a clearer mind, we may look back and realize how irrational our response was. Stoicism teaches us to reflect before reacting, helping us act with wisdom rather than impulse. Practice negative visualization. Every time you kiss your child, remind yourself silently that they might not be here tomorrow. Every time you part with a friend, tell yourself that it could be the last time you see them. Epictetus. A core tenet of Stoic philosophy is the acceptance of impermanence. The Stoics believed that chasing material wealth and external success is futile because everything in life is temporary, including life itself. Instead of focusing on what we lack or desire, we should appreciate what we already have and take measures to protect it. This mindset encourages mindfulness and gratitude, reminding us that every moment is unique and should be cherished. Asking ourselves questions like, who am I? Where am I? What am I feeling right now? Fosters self-awareness and deeper engagement with the present. Radical honesty with yourself. Recognizing your flaws is the first step toward improvement. Seneca, Letters to Lucilius. Acknowledging our weaknesses is difficult. It's uncomfortable to admit that we wasted time on distractions instead of working on an important project or taking care of our well-being. But it's crucial to take responsibility for our choices instead of making excuses. Self-reflection is key. Asking yourself, why did I act this way? Why am I feeling this emotion? What is the most rational response? Helps in understanding our own behavior and making better decisions in the future. View life from an objective perspective. When your neighbor's servant breaks a cup, you immediately say, such things happen. So when your own cup is broken, you should react in the same way. Apply this to greater losses. When someone else loses a loved one, we say, this is part of life. But when we lose someone, we cry out, why me? Remember that no one is exempt from life's hardships. Epictetus. Humans tend to react differently to problems depending on whether they affect us personally or someone else. Stoicism reminds us that our struggles are not unique. Everyone faces adversity. The universe does not play favorites, and misfortune is inevitable. Before giving advice to others, consider how you would feel in their position. Is the situation as simple or complex as it appears? Would your words truly be helpful? Viewing problems objectively helps us develop wisdom and empathy. Final thoughts. These 5 principles form the foundation of Stoic philosophy. Studying the works of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus reveals timeless wisdom that remains relevant today. Below are a few Stoic insights in English. Emotions like anxiety and fear stem from uncertainty rather than experience. Anyone who has taken a big risk knows how much energy these emotions consume. The solution? Confront that uncertainty. Familiarize yourself with the worst-case scenarios you fear. If everything is temporary, what truly matters? The present moment. Being a good person and doing the right thing in the here and now, that's what matters. Seneca, despite his wealth, advised setting aside a few days each month to live with minimal comforts. Wear old clothes, eat simple food, and experience discomfort. This practice helps us ask ourselves, is this what I feared? The most important Stoic practice is distinguishing between what we can change and what we cannot. Understanding this difference is the key to inner peace. Every challenge should be embraced, not avoided. Adversity is not an obstacle, it is fuel for our potential. By incorporating these Stoic principles into daily life, we can cultivate resilience, wisdom, and inner peace, no matter what challenges come our way.